On a sunny day in ancient Ostia, just outside of Rome, you might find citizens gathered on a long stone bench near the Forum. But they weren't just socializing, they were also relieving themselves. Up to 20 people could sit side by side in these public latrines, chatting, gossiping, and, well, doing what had to be done. Waste was carried away by water channels underneath. Today, bathroom time is considered a private affair. But even when we go alone, we rely on one of the most revolutionary public health inventions in human history: shared sewage systems. Even in ancient times, there was an understanding that waste needed to be kept away from living spaces. Many religious texts included instructions for disposing of human waste far from water sources and campsites. But the first traces of organized sewage systems date as far back as 3000 BCE. In ancient Mesopotamia, houses had simple clay toilet seats placed in secluded corners. These connected to pipes that used running water to carry waste into street canals or cesspits. That's right, indoor plumbing existed over 5,000 years ago. During the Bronze Age, sanitation systems continued to evolve. In parts of the Indus Valley, nearly every home had a toilet connected to a city-wide drainage system. And on the island of Crete, the Minoans even developed an early version of the flushing toilet. You had to pour water in manually, but still, pretty advanced stuff. We don't know exactly what inspired these early innovations, but one thing's clear: managing human waste is essential for public health. Untreated sewage is a breeding ground for bacteria and viruses that cause cholera, dysentery, typhoid, and other deadly diseases. People didn't always understand the science behind this, but they noticed the smell. By 100 BCE, foul odors were already associated with disease, and civilizations began to take action. By 100 AD, the Roman Empire had a remarkable sanitation system. Aqueducts carried fresh water across vast distances, and some of that water was dedicated specifically to removing waste. In Rome, massive sewers like the Cloaca Maxima channeled sewage out of the city. Meanwhile, in ancient China, sanitation was more than just about removal. It was also about recycling. Household toilets often emptied directly into pigsties. Public waste was collected by workers and sold as fertilizer. Waste wasn't just waste, it was a resource. This efficient system continued for centuries in East Asia. But in Europe, things took a turn for the worse after the fall of the Roman Empire. Public sanitation fell into neglect. People used pit latrines, known as gongs, or chamber pots, which were emptied, often right into the street. In castles, toilets were basically holes in towers, known as garderobes, with waste falling into moats or pits below. At night, gong farmers would collect the human waste and haul it beyond city walls to dump it. Sanitation had regressed dramatically. Toilets themselves changed too. By the late Middle Ages, wealthy households used wooden commode stools, boxes with lids and holes. In England's royal court, there was even a position known as the Groom of the Stool. This person managed the king's bathroom needs and, believe it or not, became a powerful advisor due to their close relationship with the monarch. Then came a breakthrough. In 1596, Sir John Harington, a godson of Queen Elizabeth I, designed the first modern flush toilet. It had levers to release water and a valve to drain the bowl. Sound familiar? But there was one problem. It still smelled terrible. That's where Alexander Cumming stepped in. In 1775, he added a curve in the drainpipe, the S-trap, which held water and blocked sewer gases. This simple idea was a game changer. Later, inventor Thomas Crapper improved the design even further, although the word crap actually predates him by centuries. By the 19th century, cities began building large-scale sewage systems and wastewater treatment plants. It was the beginning of the modern sanitation era. In regions that once belonged to the Roman and Byzantine empires, areas like what is now modern-day Turkey, public sanitation was also a high priority. Ancient cities featured complex bathhouses and sewage systems. In places like Ephesus, archaeologists have uncovered remarkably preserved public toilets. These stone seats, arranged side by side, show that using the toilet was often a shared, even social activity, much like in Ostia. In Islamic civilizations, hygiene held deep cultural and religious significance. During the Abbasid era in Baghdad and throughout Andalusia, engineers developed advanced water systems and public bathhouses. In the Ottoman period, private homes were often built with a dedicated hela, or toilet area, usually located toward the back of the house for privacy and hygiene. Public toilets in neighborhoods were maintained by charitable foundations, ensuring cleanliness and access for all. Interestingly, when families were arranging marriages, it wasn't uncommon for the bride's side to check whether the groom's home had a proper toilet. Yes, it was that important. Today, we have toilets with heated seats, built-in bidets, and motion sensors. Some are sustainable, using less water, or even composting waste. But here's the catch. Around 2 billion people still don't have access to a proper toilet at home, and 2.2 billion live without systems that safely manage waste. That's nearly 1/3 of the global population, at risk for preventable disease. To change that, we need more than just engineering. We need education, policy changes, and global investment in sanitation, because something as simple as a toilet can save lives. What do you think? Can a humble invention like the toilet be the key to global health? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let me know if there are other hidden histories you'd like to explore. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more surprising stories from the past.